Welcome to Short Bites, Yamaha aerox piston refitting. Well, you've got to get it ready. Remember my videos, can you see the arrow? The arrow must point to the exhaust gas side. So there's the head, and the piston literally goes in, well, it's not going to go that way, it's going to go that way, okay? First though, you'll get the piston ready. So, there's the rings, or in this case, a single ring. Sport 70, don't like them. Ring goes on, not hard to do, don't snap it. There's two pins I spoke about earlier, the gudgeon little, whatever they're called, little clippy things. Put one in already on the other side, so when you can fit it, I'll show you in a minute, just squeeze that in. Nice new one of them, and this is what was shattered. There you go, look at that, it should look like that. Anyway, on my other video you can see how bad that was, and it was in bad condition. So that's the beginning bit. I will now get ready to put the piston on there. What I've often done on speed fights, I've shown you, is to squeeze the rings round and put the head and the piston ready together and then put it on. You can't do that with this, but you can. It's not that hard with a single ring anyway. Is get it ready to get it on there. So let's start all this, get it all connected together, and let's show you putting it back on the engine. Piston on, nice and clean. Cleaned the inside out as well. Them little pins can be a bugger, the little thing there. Let me just get a torch on there. These little things here, you have to have one of these, okay? Have to have one of them to push them in. You need a thumb on one side and a little bit on the other. Let me see if I can just do a rendition of what I just did without getting in the way. Nah, it's not going to work. Anyway, so you have to put that there like that, push that in, get your thumb here and just sort of squeeze it and push in. It's a little bit of a neck to it, a lot better on these, because if it drops it goes on the floor. Don't do it on pebbles or wood or something, do it on a bit of carpet. It won't go down the barrel, so you're not so bad there. And next, obviously, all I've got to do is stick this on and push it down nicely and squeeze the rings, and let's show you that. Right, so much bloody grease and crap I've got to clean up. Can you see where I'm shining the torch? The top of that bit there now. That's that little nugget bit that the piston rings has to fit in either side. You have to squeeze it between them two little bits. So I've shown you other videos about that before. So the arrow's facing down from the port, and obviously that little bit there, see if I can zoom in. There you go. When you squeeze the piston, you've got to squeeze them in so they're nicely tight over that bit. If you don't, you'll scratch the piston in other places, not worth even doing. Gasket's changed. All I've got now is lower the head nicely now onto there. But that's what I'm saying. You squeeze these two bits in, push the head down. I've changed the gaskets already on the front and the back and the sides. And there you go. Right, remember, when you push that down and you put the head on, and you gently tighten up, make sure you can turn the piston. Done another video recently, you must turn that piston. Don't just put it all together and think it's fine. If it grinds or sticks or anything, by hand you'll notice it. Electric start, you're just going to ram it all and bug all your work up. Let's get on with this bit. Here we go. That's the head down. Now I have cheated, okay? I wiped it all out, but remember last video, look! I got air. So I sprayed all in there. All the crap came out on the floor, whatever that rag that was in there. Don't forget these little washers here, or little rubber grommets here. And you think you can just about see, if I do that, that the piston now moves back nicely. If I go forward, it lifts it up. But anyway, that's turning nicely. I'm happy with that. Just simply now put the head back on and carry on. And that's pretty much that bit there. Let me just get this all bits on. Right, last little bit of this video. There's the head down. And if I can nicely do it. There you go. Nice and free. It's got to be nice and free. Okay. And then when you're using, now I've got these quite nice helpful ones actually. You crisscross them, remember? See the top, bottom, top, crisscross them to tighten the head down. There is 40 Newton pounds per square, whatever it is. I've done so many, I know. But end of the day, maybe you should check up on the manual and tighten them 4 head bolts down. Now, that would be the piston back on. Nice and simple. Remember I said about the water in other videos? Keep referring to them, but you do need to watch them. We're going to go and see if we can get this one started. I've got some other little bits to do, like the auto choke and stuff like that. Put a manual choke on there. But when I've done all that and I'm happy and I've got all the exhaust and everything else back on, I start it, but don't put the water in it. And I put the water in it afterwards. I told you before, if you start it and it starts, let it stop for a minute, start it again, it runs fine, only 30 seconds, no revving. Then when you put the water in it, if it didn't, then you know you haven't put the head down properly. But after that 30-second start, make sure you've got the head down properly. If you snap these ones, not good. So be careful. There you go, guys. Please like and subscribe. Watch my videos on this one. When I've got it all back on, I'll do just a quick video of it showing it running, and go from there. Take care of yourself, guys. Right, a bit of a quick finish, guys. It really was, once you see that last little piston bit, I put the piston back on, filled it full of water. That all came back out again because the bolt that was on top wasn't the right one, and he had a bit of PTFE tape around it, so I had to refit that, put the antifreeze back in again. The exhaust on's mega loud. Done cut videos on exhaust before. The wadding needs changing, but again, it wasn't in the criteria of what you wanted done. I didn't get the variator put on because it was welded. I didn't do the main bolt because that was welded, the main crank. Oil seals, they didn't need doing. If I'm honest, your crank and oil seal didn't need doing. You just didn't want them done because it welded it on. But how much more work that would have been is phenomenal. Did do the choke cable. I rewired that in. That looks quite nice. It's just at the side here. The electrics is all completely cocked up because I've got no dash on here. They've wired it straight to the battery, 2 halogen bulbs. It's draining the battery before the power even gets there. It's not running through the main power system, so it's knackering the system as well. And then you've got some back, I don't know, voltage. You've got 2.3 volts coming out of it. That needs changing. When I put the exhaust on, you can see that you can get it off. So the lad's going to buy the 4-wire one and not the 5-one that I've got. But as an end result, and I always say job done, guys. Loud, isn't she? There you go, job done. So it can be done. Wasn't too impressed with it, you know me, I like to be thorough. The bolts that are missing in this, I've put ordinary screws and nuts and bolts. I would have bought proper ones for it. But end of the day, you know, how much work do you want done? I would have put a dash and everything else. No indicators, no proper lights. You can't ride at home now because of the wiring. Bloody cold now as well. So anyway, guys, do like and subscribe. Check out my other ones. It just shows that I can still get them running, but not maybe to the spec. I suppose realistically you should add it in, then told them what to need rather than guessing over the phone. So I ain't doing this sort of thing again. I buy them, I'll clean them up, I'll sell them, or I'll ride them, you know. And this is why I don't do it. This is why I say to you guys, do it yourself. Because when you took that off, it wouldn't have been my time of day, you know. Just lucky that all the bits and bobs that I had to get it done. Right, guys, check out my videos, like and subscribe. This isn't such a light bite bits as a bigger one. You can't help it, can you? But anyway, ta-da, guys. Take care of yourselves.